Greetings, fellow traders. Bubble here. It's time for the lunchtime market update for Thursday, July 2nd, 2020. I hope everybody is having a great trading day today. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. So please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. All right, let's check and see where we are with the market here today. So SPX green on the monthly chart so far, up 30 points here, but kind of an interesting day, right? Weekly chart, look at that. We ticked above the inside week, so it's actually an outside week here this week. And if it closes green, that's bullish going into next week. So let's see how they end up finishing it. Is at least has a good probability of it working its way up to the upside. So I really want to see it take out that nasty weekly candle right there. But good stuff, right? So we we took out these highs right here, so I'm glad to see that. Again, I'd like to see it close above it and then ultimately fill this gap. It didn't quite do it yet, but you never know. We might get some fireworks at the end of the day to celebrate the 4th of July. So remember, we're off tomorrow, so make sure you check your positions before the end of the day. All right, well, let's take a look at the SPY and see how that's looking going into this afternoon. All right, so SPY actually kind of turned in a red candle right here. Got a bit of a spinning top right here, but I still like how it tagged above over these levels. Let's see if it can continue to work its way up. Wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit of a pullback on this this recent move up. But again, 3 white soldiers up, so you get that move up here, right, on the SPY. So let's take a look at the intraday price action here. Gave a nice little push to the open. We caught a great move in Apple this morning in the live stream. Then it was a nice reversal. Some members did really, really well with this bear flag right here to move down. Now look how choppy we are, guys. Just decreasing volume right here. Choppy. It really feels like we're heading into a holiday. So it's pretty interesting stuff there. Let's take a look at the S&P futures. Again, it was active, for the first 45 minutes today, and then it got, kind of really dull. And then we had a nice shooting, nice red candle here, outside candle here, and it worked its way down. And again, bear flag on that. If we take a look at the MES here, right, same thing. So one of the key things, right, was just making sure that we held this, these upward trend lines here going into today. So let's take a look at that here real quick. Let's make sure I paint this back on here. So these were the kind of the key things that we're looking at, right? So we broke down below this geometric. We broke down here today. We came back and tagged this geometric line from here to here to here and bounced off of it. So again, really, really key one. So if we break down below here again, we might see another faster move to the downside. Otherwise, we could just basically be working our way up, back up a channel. So let me get that right there. So we'll see how that goes into the rest of the day. Let's take a look at the Qs and see how they're looking here this afternoon. So we've got the Qs basically back in the 15 orb range. They recovered a little bit better than everything else, as tends to be the case. There's a lot of strength in in a few of the names here today. So, but IWM. It was nice to see them put some flow into Apple this morning. That's why we liked it at the open here. IWM got crushed here this morning. Big pullback on that one. So so just kind of keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on the banks. The banks were relatively strong this morning. Then you had that pullback here today. So let's take a look at Apple and see what we saw at the open. So we really like this one. Members did really well on this first candle here in the first 15 minutes. We just like the strength, right? It had a really weak, choppy day yesterday and kind of dropped down. And this morning it got over its 60 anchor level, right? And then it got over the 15 orb pre-market with some, some decent candles right here over these levels. And we just liked it, right? It pulled back instantly. It's actually a great buy the dip opportunity. I tried to get in on that at about 70 cents. And ended up getting in at like $1. These things really moved really great, almost up to pretty close to like $2 on those. So it's a nice move at the open. Inside 15 down. It's tough to take a reversal like that, especially so fast. But you can get some clues to get in there by going in the lower term time frames. Let's take a look at Tesla. So Tesla hanging in there, right? Beautiful gap up this morning. The fact that it's over $1,200, I think it deserves a rest up here. So let's see how that goes for the rest of the day. SPCE also gave a nice little move at the open. We were hoping it would give us that doji sandwich up. Didn't get as much momentum as we liked off it, but look at that triangle right there, double inside 15 right into the open. So you can just jump in there and gives a nice move. Remember the doji sandwich yesterday? We were looking for that to try to get out of the triangle, and it just couldn't do it. Upper shadow off of the clouds. So just be careful with that one going into the weekend. Nikola. So finally, the ability to sell some shares. Look at that, inside day down, and a nasty candle off the increased volume so far as it's pushing its way down. Just a beautiful short one today. Sloppy. Then once it lost the 15 orb, have a nice one. We really wanted to see it clear these pre-market lows, and once it did that, we're out of the triangle, and it's doing pretty good here to the downside. So good stuff there. A few chart requests out there. Really appreciate everybody for sending those in. A little bit late here. I had to attend to an appointment here, but back again. So looks like Cat did okay. Got you out of there, right? If you're long on this thing, got you out of there for an opportunity. Kind of came back into that range there below the 200 day. I don't like that upper shadow at the upper trend line. So just I would probably. This is a tough one with the Corona volatility. It just doesn't move like Just really, I just tend to stick with the go-to names. They just give you setups in and out, good to go, and then we look for the the pullbacks or nice breakouts if they make sense. But teams doing really good right here. Look at that. I love this move. The inside day up. up, holding the 80 MA very, very nicely. Just, running into some resistance right here. So just see how that ends up finishing the day. Let's see, SPCE we already looked at, so really appreciate you guys sending that one up. It was just such a nice one. We had a look at it there. Workhorse, some members did really well with this one. Just they love the relative strength. This is a risky one here, but it gave a nice push up today too, and then now leaving up. But see how this one closes. If it closes with a big red shooting star, it might actually give a little pullback going in the next week. So just keep an eye on that one. Amazonia, Shirley, we got the 5 from last night right here. So I actually kind of like the pause day right here on Amazon. Could be a potential doji sandwich going into next week. So let's see what that has in store. Of course, always be careful over a 3-day weekend. Shop again, pause day there as well. So again, we kind of talked about this last night. It's like, do we go longer over a 3-day weekend? Because we do like those pause days. Etsy kind of coming back into the prior range, but it had a great, couple days right there, and of course a move out of the flag. TTD with an upper shadow, but I like the follow through from yesterday, and SPLK. Splunk inside day today, down 3 points here, but it's still holding the 80 MA, and it's still holding its trend. So looking interesting. But again, always best to look for key entries intraday, right, to see if it makes sense right here. I do like the inside 15 up. It's kind of pulling back a little bit here. It's below its 80 MA, and it was for the majority of the day, and still it's stuck inside its 15 orb range. So just see how that holds there. And other than that, I really appreciate everybody for checking this out. I hope everybody has a great rest of your day. We'll catch you on the market wrap. Stay healthy out there. Remember your risk first, and stay safe so you can stay in the game. And I'll talk to you guys soon.